Hello, adventurers. Andy from Twisted Narrative here. Welcome to your daily dose of Shadowdark chat. Today, we're going to talk about gear, equipment. Um, the quick start rules have this to say about gear. Gear. Gear is precious and limited. Give value and utility to all of it. I love this. It really gives you a feel that items that you find which might appear to be mundane still have their uses, and they definitely do, because the rules literally say give value and utility to all of it. Obviously, one of the real bugbears, if I can call it a bugbear, about gear is encumbrance. So how does Shadowdark deal with such a thing? Well, they deal with it with this simple rule. Gear slots. The rules say you can carry a number of items equal to your strength stat, or 10, whichever is higher, unless noted. All gear, besides typical clothing, fills one gear slot. Gear that is hard to transport might fill more than one slot. Beautifully written, concise, and very, very clear. But let us have a look at the gear itself. All this gear that I'm about to chat about can be found in the player quick start rules, and I love the simplicity of its description and how they work mechanically within the rules. You can download the quick starter rules for free on the Shadowdark Kickstarter page. The link is in the comment section below. So, arrows, ammunition for short bows and long bows, nice and clear. Backpack holds all the gear you carry, don't lose it. Again, you assume that you need a backpack to fill up your 10 slots, one would assume. Caltrops, tiny, triangle-shaped iron spikes. Living creatures who step on a caltrop takes 1 damage and can only move at half speed for 10 rounds. Those suddenly become quite powerful, especially as we know in Shadowdark, 1 hit point is quite a lot. Coin, 1 gold piece is worth 10 silver pieces and 100 copper pieces. This is the translation between gold, silver, and copper, and 100 coins fill up 1 gear slot. Crossbow bolts, ammunition for crossbows, pretty straightforward. Crowbar grants advantage on checks to pry open stuck objects. Again, the ruling is there. If you have a crowbar and you need to make a roll to try and yank something out, you would have advantage on that. Flask or bottle, glass containers that hold 1 draught of liquid. Flint and steel, a small fire starter. With it, routine attempts to light a fire always succeed. And obviously, once again, in Shadowdark, if you're trying to light your campfire, if you're trying to light your torch, it could be critical. If it's routine, if you are not in a stress situation, it will always succeed. Gems come in numerous varieties and are very valuable. Keep an eye out for gems. Grappling hook, a rope anchor with 3 curved tines. Iron spikes, strong spikes. Each have a hole for threading rope, can be hammered in with a weapon or other iron spikes. Again, simple clarity. Yes, you can tie rope to it because it has a hole, and it can be hammered in with a weapon or other iron spikes. You don't need a special iron spike hammer or anything else. Lantern casts light up to double near distance. Nice. Requires oil, has a shutter to hide the light. Very useful, but you will require oil. We'll come on to oil in a minute. Mirror, small polished mirror. Oil flask, here we are. Fuels a lantern for 1 hour of real time, so doesn't burn any longer than torches. 1 flask covers a close area and burns for 4 rounds, dealing 1d4 damage each round. Again, simplifies and clarifies. Yes, oil can be used for an hour in lamps, but you can also cover a small area and it will burn for 4 rounds. No sort of, oh, does lamp oil burn? Is it dangerous? It's there in the ruling. Nice and straightforward. Pole, classic, wooden and 10 feet long. Rations, 1 day of food and water supply for 1 person. Again, simplistic, but very important, especially if you wish to take a rest. If you're taking a rest, you need to consume a ration to gain the benefits of said rest. Rope, hemp, 60 foot long. I like the fact that it's 60 foot long, not 50 foot long. Torch, sheds light to near distance, burns for 1 hour of real time. Again, nice, straightforward, and I love the lighting mechanics of Shadowdark. I covered those in yesterday's chat about how to keep the feel of Shadowdark in sort of urban settings, really. The Smoke is an urban setting, and I'm very keen to retain as much of the feel of Shadowdark in this urban setting. It very much excites me to think that even mundane gear will be perceived as a great find by characters. Just imagine finding a few extra torches just before your last one burns out. It could literally be a lifesaver. Spoilers ahead. There is a magical item which will help with gear. If you don't want to know what it is, skip past for the next few minutes. Are you ready? Are you steady? Of course. You're probably all aware of this classic item in many fantasy roleplay games, but it's worthy of a mention as we talk about gear, and I very much once again love the clarity in which it's described. There can be no confusion. Can I get this in? Can I not get in this? How much is that space? Of course, I'm talking about the very classic bag of holding. In the quick starter rules, it's listed as thus: a worn leather pouch with tight drawstrings. It has a benefit. This bag has an intra-dimensional space that can hold up to 10 gear slots. Pretty straightforward. If it fills 1 gear slot, you can put up to 10 items in. If it's a larger thing that's going to fill up multiple slots, that will take up that many slots. Really nice and straightforward. There is a curse upon it though. Placing this item inside another bag of holding or portable hole destroys both items and all held items inside them. And this again is nice and clear. It doesn't rip a hole, you can't weaponize it, but by accidentally putting one inside another, you lose all of the items inside it. You can't literally stack bag of holdings inside of other bag of holdings to create unlimited gear slots. So really, in conclusion, I really love these rules, these gear rules in Shadowdark. Gear, equipment, it really matters. It has clear mechanics on how it functions in the game world, and the rules for encumbrance are straightforward, allowing it to be used without a maths degree. Because it's very important to know how much items you are bringing back with you as well. This is beautiful piece of design. I'll most definitely be using all of this in my homebrew setting of the smoke. There is an actual play coming very soon. Hopefully you will, if you tune in, get to see how I utilize these rules. If you're new to Shadowdark, it is still on Kickstarter and still doing incredibly well. You can download the Quick Start rules from their Kickstarter page. That's interesting. Quick Start and Kickstarter, two words that perhaps should never be meant to be said in the same sentence. But you can download them from their Kickstarter page for free. Go, take a look for yourself. Do it. It's free. Might as well. I don't think you'll be disappointed. As usual, all the links are in the comment section below. Don't forget to watch out for another Shadowdark chat tomorrow. Please give us a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our Shadowdark content. Until then, adventurers, keep those torches lit.